Welcome to Disaster Debrief. I'm Pigeon, and today we're looking at Hearts of Iron 4 save that you have sent to me. And here's how this is going to work. We'll start by picking a save, go through it, and try to figure out what went wrong. Feel free to chat or leave a comment. You're absolutely welcome to backseat, however, be polite and remember that we're all here to learn. The Corpse Room has a disaster. It was a multiplayer game. I'm not going to read any more than that, but let's load up. So it was a vanilla HOI game. Whoa! And it's a disaster now. Well, I mean, if you're against players, I can see how this might be a disaster. Yeah, I mean, it's a disaster definitely because the axis is collapsing here. Presumably, assuming this is historical, I'm making a lot of assumptions here. So yeah, so these look like these are the historical factions. Yeah, so your biggest problem right now is probably the axis collapsing. As Japan, let's take a look at your navy. You still do have nearly 200 ships. So you still have your main surface fleet. I would imagine the US is probably in a nice spot right now. So they're at 300. They got some big boys. So you're probably not going to want to be fighting them. You're on naval production because that's kind of what's trying to keep you alive. You did all the focuses you need to do, and you got the 0 and everything there. All of this is filled out. This is good. You want to get these guys really early. For your army XP. One thing I haven't checked in the last couple ones, I forgot to check you guys' doctrines, but I would imagine you're full of these now. Okay, I mean it's 42. You could probably get these done. Your air doctrine's kind of low, and your navy doctrine's not quite done yet either. Yeah, and you got logistics, army. Okay, I mean it really depends on how China goes and a few things like that. Decisions are pretty good. Take a look at our so you got 3 spies. Where are they, by the way? Japan, and you're building a network in British Raj. Do you have so you don't have any collabs on Raj? Philippines is being liberated, or did they not cap? You kept up with most of your research, probably. Like obviously these ones are pretty good here. By the time like the games get sort of like near the end, or like you're in a disaster state, you kind of like neglect clicking these things. So the fact that you're not researching anything at the moment, I kind of assume that's the game was kind of over and you're giving up at that point. Yeah, you could have spammed sub 3s. That's an option. I mean, with the service fleet, we'll take a look at it. But yeah, so you've got this stuff here. Would have been nice to research. Japan doesn't really build tanks. You want to keep up with your artillery, which I believe, I mean, you're a little bit behind. What did you build for navy? You did 2s? Oh, you did destroyer hulls? I mean, I'm not like the strongest MP Navy guy, but I usually go the cruiser way. So either build heavy cruisers with light guns or spam out a lot of light cruisers with light guns and you try to max those. That's my preference, but I mean, you might find that destroyers work. So you got the second cast, which is good, but you didn't get the fighter and you didn't go a heavy fighter either. So you're probably not doing so hot for air. Okay, all of this is good. You've kept up with that. You kept up with your domestic stuff. That's good. Yeah, let's take a look. We wanted to look at the Navy. So yeah, before we get to the trade, I just want to see what kind of ships you got. So you got did you upgrade the hulls? Yeah, so those are 60. Okay, so like one thing you can do with these ones, if you do start off, you can take this and upgrade this deck size, and you can get yourself some more planes. Yeah. So maybe you just forgot that one, but I think Japan has 2 of them that can be converted right off the bat. You may have lost one and built another, you know what I mean? But yeah, we wanted to look at this destroyers that you had. And you do have your sub stacked in your main fleet. I don't know if that's advised. That's yeah, so that's not particularly good. Early destroyers. Did you build? I don't think you built the destroyer 3s, did you? Okay. Yeah, so I mean like a bit more on air and a bit more Navy. I mean, it really does suck as Japan because like what you're limited on what you can build, right? Yeah, so you're a bit behind on trade. Again, probably a lot of this is because you're not able to trade. Yeah, so your convoys are getting raided, right? Oh, the description will give it more context. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's give this description a read first. So yeah, it was a multiplayer game as Japan. It was my first time playing Japan and my friend as the Soviet Union. It was more of a single player game. We decided to buff the allies. And we're always doing a big challenge. Things were going well until you decided to declare war on the allies. Oh wow, okay, I see. It was like 3 months before, and then things got really bad. Yeah. Did they invade the home? Like, you're not protecting your trade routes. So like, um, yeah, like you can get raided in that. So you kind of want to split that off. You want to split off your subs in that and get some destroyers out of your, you like if you're doing like light cruisers, as you get your light cruisers, you can move your destroyers out. So how many you got here? You got 12, 30, 32. So you need 120. So you're actually kind of short on screens at the moment. Like usually people just don't put their subs in because they're like, you can use them in the main fleet, but you generally don't want to. So you would split these ones off, you know what I mean? And then you'd use these to raid. And then this would make like getting the Philippines a lot easier. So if you did something like this and then assign them to convoy raiding, like these spots, something like that. And then you want to protect your lanes. So you would probably, I don't know who you were trading with. You were trading with the Soviets. You want to go up here. And like close off some of this stuff down here. I don't know where is this going here. Yeah, so when you're trading with the Soviets, it looks like it's going all the way around the world. So if you could block this off, this might actually, yeah, so now it's taking a different route. And so it's going this way, so we block this one off. And you should be able to trade with the East. I don't know why it's not letting you. Rating. So you're going to lose a lot of subs here. Why is this? Oh, this is up. Sorry. Yeah, so you got some planes up rating. Yeah, so they're rating you, right? Yeah, you will lose subs in the shallow seas. So that's ocean, shallow seas here. This is where you don't want to raid. Needed. So yeah, Manchukuo, you can trade here. So it's going straight here, and then it's going here to all your islands. Who has the iron? Soviets. No possible trade routes found. So you can't trade through Vladivostok. Yeah, so if you're at war, it's maybe not the best idea to trade with them because you have to go all the way around the world. And so if you're going here all the way around to up here, it's too much, right? You're not gonna get any efficiency. Yeah, you have no convoys. That's very painful. No iron. Spain, Japan. Yeah, I mean your only options are Manchukuo, which you could kind of fix. Yeah, it's not in a very good. You're not in a very good spot right now. Yeah, the convoys are painful. Okay, I'm just gonna go through what you're building. You've got 90 factories, civ factories, 150 mills. And that's not too bad. What was the reason for the armored cars? Are you building are you using them for garrisons or recon? Oh, which division has them in the recon? Oh, here. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do recon, I personally prefer to go the motorized route. Yeah, I mean, like that could be kind of a preference thing. If any, like, regardless, you are overbuilding, right? So like those are some factories you're not using. You don't need that many flame tanks, right? So those can go way down, right? These are all factories that could have been on like fighter production. You do have to carry your fighter too. I guess I missed that when I was here. Oh yeah. See, it's because you get the zero stuff, right? So yeah, and even going like doing heavies are kind of good. You do have a good production on naval bombers, yeah, and good guns. All right, well, I don't know if I missed anything. You have a big surplus of guns. You probably could switch up to the next one now. You have way too much anti-air. I mean, it's just not really anything like too grievous. It's just just a lot of little things that could have been done differently. I think this would be a fun one if you had to do, because you'd have to kind of hunker down a little bit, get your convoys back, get I mean, against the AI, your navy could challenge them. I think. Okay, 80% said that it is savable. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's savable. It's just you're not in a great spot at the moment, and it wouldn't be fun like until you got that sorted out, right? Like your trade. With enough bombers and sub threes, anything is possible. I like that attitude. Grand History Emperor. That is so good. Yeah, I agree. Like, I mean, yeah, you could get the next sub, get some good torpedoes on them, and yeah, even your surface fleet's pretty good because the thing is, the way that the AI works is they don't always put everything together like in one stack. So even though this isn't like the best navy, it's still pretty big, and you could, in theory, like challenge it. Yeah. The biggest problem is the Axis on the other side. They're done, right? So how do you come back from that?